Hello, Brad here with a 2-for-1 this time, Maracas and Tambourine tutorial for the gig-based learning minimum viable performance of Satisfaction in brackets, I can't get no, by the Rolling Stones. The tambourine is a featured instrument on Satisfaction. In fact, it's one of the loudest instruments on the track. I'm right-handed, so I hold the tambourine in my right hand and strike the fleshy part of my left hand, keeping my left hand stationary. Looking at our chart, we have a 2-beat rest and then 3 and 4. So we feel the beat 1, 2, 3, 4, but we're subdividing as well. So we've got 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and then we just strike our hand with the tambourine. Here we go. After 4, 2, 3, 4. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and. There are just 2 sounds to master in our Satisfaction maraca part. Inside the head of the maraca there are beads. Our job is to cause the beads to move from this side of the maraca to the other side. And we can do that one of 2 ways. In the unaccented way, the beads move from here along the bottom of the maraca up to the other side along the bottom of the maraca, back again. Unaccented. The accented sound is when we cause the beads to move from this side to that side without going along the bottom. We do that by holding the maraca thus, with the thumb in the thumb groove and our fingers around the handle. And then we just move our wrist forward and back. But we do that away from our body as if we were striking an imaginary thing. But don't strike things with your maracas. Forwards and then backwards. And depending on the swiftness of my wrist movement, I'll either cause the beads to fly in the air or along the bottom of the maraca. Let's look at our chart. This time we have 4 beats per bar and 16th notes, which divide each beat into 4. They're called 16th notes because, well, there's 16 of them in our bar. You can pause the video and count them later. Now, we have a triangle above some of the notes. The first note of each group and the last note. And I've put the count underneath. It says 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And if you say that in an equal fashion and then shake your maraca, everything should be fine. But at some point in history, somebody said to themselves, what do you do with your left hand when you're playing the maraca? And somebody said, ¿Por qué no los dos? And yes, the dual maraca player was invented. So exactly the same in both hands and lots of options. So 2 maracas, twice as many possibilities and twice as much volume. All right, so let's have a look at our chart and a play along. After 4. 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2. 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2E and a 3 and a 4E and a 1E and a 2. Okay, but then rock and roll was invented and things got loud. So rock and roll maraca players like Mick Jagger and Brian Jones from the Rolling Stones thought we need more maracas because sound systems weren't very sophisticated. So a rock and roll approach, yes, this is traditional maraca playing, 2 hands. But for rock and roll, you might need to hold the microphone and you need sometimes maybe up to 4 maracas in a hand or maybe 2 in this hand, 2 in that hand to make it really loud and rock and roll. So putting the 2 maracas together, gripping them and then kind of making whatever happens there that feels comfortable in your hand, and then same technique. Ready? After 4, 1E and 2E and 3E and 4E and a 1E and 1E and a 2E and a 3E and a 4E and a. And that is the maracas and tambourine part for Satisfaction.